Welcome back to the Deep Dive. Today, we're embarking on a pretty fascinating journey, actually. We're going to unpack one of the most unexpected and I think genuinely exciting collaborations to hit the luxury watch world recently. We're focusing on a brand new collection from Moser Cie, and it's born from a partnership that, well, on the surface, it might just make you scratch your head a bit. Now, we often talk about ghetto watches here, those go-anywhere, do-anything pieces, the ones that perfectly bridge that gap between, say, elegance and just pure robustness.
Precisely. Yeah, the whole Gata concept is all about ultimate versatility, isn't it? Finding that one watch that truly fits, well, pretty much every part of your life. You think of the benchmarks, right? Like the Omega Seamaster Aquaterra, super resilient, or the timeless Rolex Oyster Perpetual, maybe the Datejust. And of course, the serene beauty of something like a Grand Seiko Snowflake. These are the watches really designed to go from, I don't know, a boardroom meeting straight to a weekend hike without missing a beat.
Exactly. And for us, I think the Moser Cie Pioneer Center Seconds has long been a real frontrunner for that ultimate luxury Gata spot.
Yeah.
It just ticks so many boxes. But this new collaboration, it takes that Gata spirit, that go-anywhere vibe, and throws in a curveball that's, well, it's frankly brilliant. Okay, so let's dive in. Let's unpack what makes the standard Pioneer so special first, and then we'll get into this wild new direction. So starting there, why is the standard Pioneer Center Seconds seen as such a strong contender? What are those core things that make it so versatile, so desirable?
Well, it's really a masterclass, I think, in blending just exquisite design with really solid practicality. The case itself is it's incredibly well sized, 42.8 millimeter technically, but it wears beautifully. That's down to its ergonomic shape, and it has these subtle, interesting touches. Those sculpted sides, they just prevent any hint of boredom. And then, of course, the dial, Moser's signature fumé sunray finish. It's an absolute showstopper.
Oh, totally.
It has this incredible chameleon quality, right? It shifts from looking quite dressy to really sporty, dependent completely on the light or the strap you put it on. It's captivating.
And it's not just about looking good, is it? It's actually engineered for real life.
Right.
That 120 meters of water resistance, for instance.
Mm.
Does that ever feel like overkill for a luxury piece? Or does it actually add to the luxury by making it genuinely carefree?
That's a great question. I mean, sure, 120 meters is probably more than most people would realistically need day to day unless you're actually diving. But for a luxury watch like this, it really signifies a level of engineering integrity.
Right. Confidence.
Exactly. It means you don't have to baby it. You can wear it pretty much anywhere, doing almost anything confidently. And underneath all that, visible through the sapphire caseback, you've got Moser's in-house Calibre HMC 200 movement, and that's legitimate horology. This isn't just about keeping good time. It's about the highest level of traditional craft, you know? Impeccably, elaborately finished. Actually, the original source we looked at summed it up perfectly. They said, I can't think of a situation where the Moser Pioneer Center Seconds wouldn't be appropriate. And that really nails the Gata philosophy.
It really does. For a brand that's often so focused on minimalist elegance, Moser has been, well, famously restrained about doing pieces with rotating bezels and bracelets.
Yeah.
What we typically call divers, right?
Mm-hmm.
Even if Moser doesn't always use that term. We saw that, rare and hugely popular, one back in 2022, the collab with Govberg Jewelers, who are now the 1916 company.
Yeah, funky blue one, yeah. Great watch.
That was it. But now they've done it again, not with one, but 4 new Pioneer divers. And the partner for this collection, honestly, when I first heard who it was, I genuinely thought someone was pulling my leg. Here's where it gets really interesting.
Yeah, it's an announcement that definitely made some waves. The partner for this new Pioneer collection is Azuki. Yeah. For anyone not familiar, Azuki is described as a digital collective of anime artists and builders. They've created this whole anime universe. And this universe includes animated storytelling, sure, but also things like digital collectibles, fashion lines, and even real-world events. NFTs are part of their world.
Okay, so Moser, a brand known for its almost severe minimalist elegance, stripping away logos, challenging watch norms, partnering with a super vibrant, community-driven digital anime collective dealing in NFTs and virtual worlds. How?
Yeah.
How do you even start to bridge that gap? Aesthetically, philosophically, it just seems like such an odd pairing, at least, at first glance.
It absolutely seems counterintuitive, I agree. And maybe that's part of the brilliance. And to think about the bigger picture, it actually starts to make a certain kind of conceptual sense. Both Moser and Isuki are, in their own completely different ways, seen as disruptors, right? In their respective fields.
Okay.
Well, Moser consistently challenges traditional watchmaking. Think about their concept watches, no logos, no indices, or their crazy use of Vanta Black. They're always redefining what luxury can even mean. And Azuki, similarly, kind of shook up the digital art world. They built these immersive narrative universes, fostered really deep communities around their digital collectibles, not just selling static images.
Okay, I see the parallel, both pushing boundaries.
Exactly. So that shared spirit of innovation, of challenging the status quo in their own art forms, that's why the partnership, while maybe jarring initially, actually holds up conceptually. And it's really crucial to stress this. While these watches were inspired by Azuki's Elementals NFT collection, these are very much real watches, not digital trinkets. They are spectacular physical things.
They really are. And these spectacular pieces take their inspiration right from that Azuki Elementals universe. We're talking earth, fire, lightning, and water. I guess Wind and Heart couldn't make it this time, which is maybe a missed opportunity for Captain Planet fans, but these four look absolutely stunning.
Yeah, no heart, unfortunately. But what's fascinating is how they've taken Moser's classic fumé dial and given each element its own unique character. So each dial has that signature smoked finish, but now it also has this unique engraved guilloché pattern designed specifically to illustrate its element. For Earth, you get this really warm brown color, and the pattern is kind of trimmer-inspired, with these little pyramidal studs that genuinely look like tiny mountains across the dial.
Wow.
Fire is bold, red and orange smoked dial, and the guilloché is this swirling, flame-like pattern. It almost looks like it's moving. Water is particularly cool, I think. It goes from dark blue at the edge to this vibrant turquoise in the center, and the pattern is rippling like you just dropped the hands into a still pool. It's quite hypnotic.
Yeah, that sounds amazing.
And finally, lightning. That one has a pale blue-white dial, and the pattern is more like a cross-stitch. It's described as maybe the least eccentric, but still really, really pretty and subtle.
Incredible detail on those dials. So, okay, beyond these amazing elemental faces, what about the substance? Are they just pretty faces? Or do they have the technical chops to really be called pioneer divers?
Oh, absolutely. They're built on a fantastic technical platform. It's the same one as that highly regarded 2022 Funky Blue Limited Edition we mentioned. All four models use a robust 40mm Pioneer case, all titanium. That includes the signature case side grills, which look great. You get sapphire crystals top and bottom. And the case thickness is just 11.4mm, which is very wearable for this kind of watch. Plus, a screw-down crown guarantees that solid 120-meter water resistance, really backing up the diver feel.
Okay.
The bezel is also titanium. It's unidirectional, 60 crisp clicks, and all the markers on it are properly lumed with super luminova, so legibility should be excellent.
And the bracelet. A good bracelet is so crucial, especially for a Gata watch you'll wear all the time. How does this one stack up?
This titanium H-link bracelet is outstanding, genuinely. Every single link is removable via screws. Yeah, which means you can get an incredibly dialed-in fit for pretty much any wrist size.
Okay.
And the clasp takes it even further. It has this hidden push-button micro-adjustment system. You can tweak it while it's on your wrist.
Ah, that's brilliant. For when your wrist swells a bit in the heat.
Exactly. Such a thoughtful touch. Powering them is Moser's in-house Calibre HMC 200 automatic, good 3-day power reserve, and it features an original Straumann Hairspring. That's a big deal. Moser is one of the very few brands that can actually make its own hairsprings, shows real mastery, true vertical integration.
Right.
And the loom, it actually looks back to an older Pioneer design, which was known for being very bright. You get solid blocks of Globolight ceramic loom for the indices and applied Globolight bars on the hands. Even the Moser logo is in white, which feels a bit sportier, fits the diver vibe perfectly.
Moser's slogan is very rare, and they definitely live up to it. Their standard models are hard enough to get hold of sometimes. So when you add a limited edition collab like this, well, it becomes incredibly exclusive. How rare are we actually talking for these elemental pieces?
Extremely rare, yeah. Each of the 4 elemental versions, the Earth, Fire, Water, Lightning, Center, Seconds, is strictly limited to just 24 pieces.
24. Wow.
That's it. So only 96 watches total in this main series, and each one is priced at $25,000. So yeah, definitely a collector's item from day one.
Okay. And just in case 24 watches per element sounds maybe a little too common for you. And maybe $25,000 feels a touch too accessible. And perhaps the center seconds complication is just a bit too, I don't know, pedestrian.
Well, then I have some truly exclusive news for the most discerning collectors listening.
Indeed, if you want ultimate exclusivity, each of the 4 elements also gets an ultra-exclusive tourbillon version.
One for each.
One for each. They keep the same case, the same bracelet, those stunning elemental dials, but there's a crucial, mesmerizing cutout at 6 o'clock. And that proudly showcases the double hairspring tourbillon of the Calibre HMC 804 automatic movement.
Wow.
These tourbillon versions are limited to just one example per element, literally one of one pieces in the entire world. And they are priced accordingly at $75,000 each.
75,000.
Yeah. Given the rarity, the sheer horological art involved, these are expected to sell out incredibly fast. So anyone interested is definitely encouraged to sign up online at the dedicated product site to register their interest immediately, like right now.
What an incredible deep dive today. We've really seen how Moser Cie just keeps pushing boundaries, haven't we? Blending that traditional, serious Haute horology with modern digital artistry and just groundbreaking design. This collaboration with Azuki isn't just about making cool, beautiful watches. It feels like it's about exploring new frontiers for luxury itself and finding these unexpected partnerships that really challenge our preconceived ideas.
Absolutely. This whole thing raises a really important question for us all to think about, I believe. What does this collaboration between a legacy luxury watchmaker steeped in tradition and a digital native art collective born from the internet? What does it suggest about the future of luxury goods? How might art, technology, and traditional craftsmanship continue to intersect in ways we can barely even imagine right now? That is a fascinating thought to ponder as you go about your day. Thank you so much for joining us on this deep dive, and we really encourage you to explore those ideas further.